So, um, would you say that an MOU written by an American entity in the US is going to be longer than a lot of the international ones that you've seen?
So generally in the United States, the length of the MOUs are longer than outside the US. And most individuals in the US are kind of trained as such to try to anticipate items that might happen while you negotiate the MOU or while you negotiate some of the details. And really that gets away from the MOU in itself. The MOU itself is an intent or a commitment to a common good that each party or parties have. And so you can actually get to the details later, but generally in the US, we like to try to start adding those details already in the MOU in anticipation of kind of next steps. So I have an example that we've had MOUs as long as 5, 6, 7 pages, still not legally binding technically. And we then also have a general MOU that I kind of prefer, which is about a page.
Are the MOUs always utilized, or do sometimes you go through all the work of writing one and then nothing comes of it?
Yes. So the MOU, because it's positioned in between an introduction of the parties and more formal agreements, sometimes, and it can be quite often, you have ideas and good ideas between the two groups or parties or your organizations or individuals even. And then you try then to talk about, okay, how are we going to achieve, say we want to work on this research project, and the research project is about the animal health of swine, so pigs. When you then get past that and the groups that need to really work on that start talking, sometimes then the agreement breaks down that they can't find a way, or there's some reason why your MOU may not work in this particular instance. I find the more general the MOU is useful because you could then talk about some ideas that are within the framework of saying we want cooperation between our two organizations because we value outside ideas and we think that that will make both of us better. And with that kind of MOU, then even if one or two activities don't pan out or don't work, you're able to then maybe have some sort of activity. A lot of MOUs will have a time frame on them. We'll say in the next 5 years, we'd like to explore the opportunities to help the world by cleaning up a particular lake or particular body of water. Some may be open-ended, and so sometimes you may have to be patient in order to get to realization of the MOUs. And quite frankly, some MOUs were a good idea at the time that they were written, at the time the groups talked, and then nothing else came of that. And that happens quite often, which is probably why we like the MOUs to be shorter. And, so you've spent some time thinking about your relationship and the common good, but you really didn't spend, the rest of 2 or 3 years creating the contract. That's really the next step.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.